Alright guys, thank you for tuning in to another how-to video by Taylor. This one is going to be hanging a new folding door here in this closet. This is a house that I'm remodeling, and these closet doors, these folding doors, were missing. So these are the doors here. We're going to go through step by step how to get these installed. Okay, first step here. The door comes with pre-drilled holes. This is for the guide pin, and on this side there is a pivot pin hole, and there's another hole on the bottom. You want to hammer those pins into these pre-drilled holes. Okay, I've got this guide pin hammered in, and you want to hammer it right up to this. There's a stop, and that's exactly where you want to stop it and have it hammered into. The last pin is the lower pin, the lower pivot pin we're going to do, and it has those has that nose on it with the grooves. We're going to do that on the bottom of the panel. Okay, so we have the door assembled here, and let me get that in focus. But we do have an issue, which is in this house where we put the new tile floor. It has raised the floor level up to where this folding door has this pivoting pin right here. You can get that in focus. There we go. And it is spring loaded, so it drops down a little bit, but that's not going to be enough. Obviously, give us enough clearance to put that in the channel we need to here for the folding door. So we're going to take off this piece of wood trim right here, and we're going to take out the channel, metal channel. Has some screws, and then we're going to carve out a channel up into this piece of wood right here, and fit that metal channel up inside. You see we've got about 3/4 of an inch here to work with, that we can actually carve out a channel in this wood right here and put that channel up inside. Alright, so first we're going to take these screws out right here. And we're going to go ahead and continue with that. Take all of the screws out that are fastening this in. Well, I went ahead and did a test fit after I took this trim off, this wood trim off, and because I noticed it was thicker than the channel, and I was just barely able to get the door in without having to make this channel inset into this wood. I was barely able to fit it in there. It still is a tight fit. I'm going to have to put some WD-40 on that so it slides a little smoother, but it does slide in. And so of course this piece right here, you line up right there, you tighten that screw at the point. See, it has, over the time, it's been tightened at different places, but you want to make that line parallel, this space here between the door and the door jamb perfectly parallel. And what I had to do, because I did the tile floor, normally you have this adjustable anchor right there that secures that lower pin. And what I did was actually drilled a hole in the tile floor, because this is a tile floor. So I drilled a hole in the tile floor, and that pin right here that's normally setting in this is actually in a hole in the tile floor. And it's just there, it's like an anchor to hold it in place. Oh, I'm out of focus again. Alright, so we have measured out here where this fixture, the bottom fixture of the folding door would normally go. But like I said, we did this tile floor, so we've marked out where that needs to be. What we'll do is use a masonry bit, and a hammer drill to drill a hole right in there through the tile. And this is where our bottom pivoting pin for the door will go. Alright, I'll finish that up. I won't let you listen to any more of that. Okay, we've got that drilled out right where it needs to be. And like I said, normally you'd place this right here, but we were kind of improvised and just drilled a hole in the tile. Alright, well, it took a lot of finagling and adjusting to get everything in its place, but there it is. We've got the two folding doors in place. Again, the whole unique thing about this was we had the new tile floor, which raised it up, and rather than being able to mount the bottom pivot pin in those brackets that come with it, I actually had to drill a hole in the tile right where it needed to be, that lower pivoting pin, so I could get these doors in. And so I didn't have to make that inset channel into the frame here of the door, this upper. I was just able to remove this piece of trim. I'll paint that now, what's exposed, and it all works. It works real well. And so some of the adjusting that has to be done is where exactly to make these doors line up. This end screw, where exactly that pivoting place needs to be. And you would think that it would need to be parallel, and in most situations it probably does, this gap right here, but sometimes if the floor or the door frame, the door jamb itself is slightly uneven, they will need to be lined a little differently. So you just have to adjust it, and frankly, yeah, it took quite a bit of little adjusting. So anyway, but there it is, installing these bifold closet doors. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate your likes. Like this video if you learned something from it, and if you'd like to learn more, I've got many more videos on my YouTube channel, How To by Taylor. And if you'd like to subscribe, I would appreciate it. Okay, have a real good day.